The illusion of an economic recession appear large in 2024, causing uncertainty and anxiety among many individuals and industries. One sector that stands to be particularly affected is the real estate industry, specifically the construction of new homes. While the demand for housing remains strong, there are several compelling reasons why building houses in the upcoming recession might not be the most prudent decision. In times of economic uncertainty, like during a downturn, people tend to cut back on spending, and that includes big investments like buying a new home. This drop in consumer spending directly affects the housing market. Imagine you're at the grocery store, and suddenly prices rise. You might reconsider buying some items or delay your shopping. Similarly, when interest rates on mortgages go up, it's like the price of homes is going up, making it tougher for folks to afford. Let's break it down. When money is tight, people focus on the must-haves, like groceries or paying bills. Buying a home becomes a lower priority. Now, throw in higher interest rates. It's like the cost of getting a mortgage is going up, and not everyone can manage that. So, the demand for new homes takes a hit. It's a bit like a seesaw. When one side goes down, the other side goes up. In this case, economic challenges bring down the demand for houses. This not only affects buyers, but also sellers and the overall housing market. So, when we hear about declining demand and affordability concerns, it's like a warning sign for the real estate world, telling us to pay attention to the economic weather forecast before making big moves in the housing market. The construction industry often has a long lead time, meaning that projects that are initiated now may not be completed until the recession is in full swing. This could lead to an oversupply of new homes, making it challenging for developers to sell their properties and potentially driving down prices. An inventory glut can also lead to increased competition among builders, putting downward pressure on profit margins. During a recession, banks and other lending institutions tend to become more risk-averse, making it more difficult for developers to secure financing for new construction projects. This is because the risk of defaults on loans increases during an economic downturn, making lenders more cautious about extending credit. Without adequate financing, developers may struggle to break ground on new projects or may have to delay them indefinitely. The construction industry, like a team building a house, is missing some crucial players. There aren't enough workers. Now, throw in an economic downturn. It's like some team members decide to leave the project for more stable jobs. This shortage of workers means building homes becomes slower and trickier. But wait, there's more. The materials needed to build these homes get pricier during tough economic times, like a sudden surge in the cost of paint, nails, and wood. So, not only is the team short-staffed, but the tools they need are more expensive. It's a double whammy that makes constructing houses the construction of new homes often requires additional infrastructure and utility capacity, such as roads, sewers, and power lines. In some areas, these resources may already be stretched to their limits, and further development could strain them even further. This can lead to delays in construction projects, increased costs, and potential environmental concerns. While the demand for housing remains strong, the upcoming recession presents several challenges that could make building new houses a risky proposition. Declining demand, excess supply, financing challenges, labor shortages, and infrastructure constraints are all factors that developers need to carefully consider before embarking on new construction projects. In the face of these uncertainties, alternative investment strategies may be more prudent during this period of economic instability. In addition to the reasons discussed in the video, there are a few other things to consider before building houses in the upcoming recession. The specific local market conditions. The impact of a recession on the housing market will vary, depending on the local economic conditions and the availability of existing housing stock. The developer's financial strength and risk tolerance. Developers with strong balance sheets and a tolerance for risk may be better positioned to weather the storm of a recession. The potential for government stimulus and support. Government policies aimed at stimulating the economy and supporting the housing market could help mitigate some of the negative impacts of a recession. If you're considering building houses in 2024, it's crucial to conduct thorough market research, evaluate your financial capacity, and closely monitor economic trends. A cautious and well-informed approach can help you navigate the challenges of a recession and make sound investment decisions. I hope you learned something new from this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end.